welcome to Mornings with MJ. Today I'm going to lead you through a little bit longer of a flow series. It's going to be around 30 minutes, so grab your mat and let's go. We're going to start seated and cross-leg position. If this isn't comfortable, put a pillow or a blanket under your bottom to help you sit up straight. And then we're going to take the flesh from under our sit bones and pull it back so we're nice and tall. And I want to just begin with some breathing. Our intention for the day is mindfulness. So with each pose, with each movement, with each breath, I want you to focus your attention on your breath and just notice how your body feels. Don't judge it. Maybe not even try and adjust it. Just notice. So let's start here. We're going to take some nice deep breaths in through the nose, out through the nose. So inhale, exhale. Inhale, you can put your hand on your belly if you want to feel it filling with air. Exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, notice how it feels as it fills your stomach and your chest. And notice the sensation as it leaves. Good. Okay, my favorite, we're going to warm up with some cat-cow variations. So I want to start with circles. We've done these before. So hands on your knees or on your shins, up nice and tall, and we're going to go back into back into cat with an exhale, and then circle, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Make your circles as big as you can without moving your lower body. Good, let's reverse directions. Circling to the other side. On the exhale, on the cat, making sure you're stretching through your upper back. On the inhale, you're stretching through your chest. Your head follows the curve of your spine. So on the forward, it's gently tilted up. On the back, it's gently tilted down. Excellent. Let's come back to neutral. And we're going to do seated cat-cow. So exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Good. Let's flow in and out of that at your own speed. Only go as far as your body allows. Being mindful of your breath. And any tension you might have in your shoulders, your upper back, and your chest. Just breathe into it. Good. Coming back to neutral, we're going to do real cat-cow. So roll onto your hands and knees. Checking to ensure that our shoulders are over our wrists and our hips are over our knees in alignment, and our fingers are spread wide in yogi fingers. And for a little extra stretch for the fascia on the feet, I want you to curl your toes under and press through the arch of your foot. So we're stretching our feet as we warm up our backs and our spines. Okay, so we go exhale into cat, inhale, cow, exhale, allowing your head to be the last thing to get into the pose. Exhale, inhale, exhale. 3 more. Exhaling, allowing your chest to melt. Exhale, good. Sit back into child's pose. So our sit bones go towards our heels. Our hands can be up in front or behind, and our foreheads are to the mat, a pillow, or stacked fists. This is a restorative pose. Anytime you're feeling tired or like you're overdoing it, come back to here. Good. Placing our hands flat on the floor, curling our toes under, push back into downward facing dog. Let's rock through our heels as we breathe. Good, and exhale and press back through both heels gently. Bend your knees, look up at your hands, and step or hop your feet between them. Good. Go ahead and extend your legs, extend your back, and look forward, and then gently fold forward. And we're going to inhale, bending our knees, and swoop our arms up to standing, and now to heart center. Great. We're going to go through 3 sun salutations to generate some heat in the body. And I'm going to show you 2 different choices. The first one will be modified, and the second one will be the full sun salutation. So starting in standing, hands at heart center, circle your arms up, the prayer up above, coming down, touch your thumbs to your third eye, your forehead, your chin, your heart, and then bending our knees, we fold forward, touching the ground or your shins or maybe your thighs, wherever you're at. Listen to your body. Inhale, extending forward, head up. Exhaling, folding forward. Inhaling, step or hop your feet back into plank. We're going to start with modified plank, so you're on your knees. There's a straight line from your knees to your bum, your hips, up through your shoulders, and out through your head. Exhaling, rock forward slightly and lower yourself down, chaturanga. Inhale into cobra, so we're lifting our chest off the floor. Our hands are just there for balance. We're not using them to push up. And exhale into child's, and then inhale and exhale into downward facing dog. Excellent. 2 breaths here. Good. Go ahead and look forward. Bend your knees and step or hop your feet between your hands. Extend your back and your head up. And exhale, fold forward. Bending our knees, we swoop our arms up, straight backs. Hands at heart center. So if that was where you're at, go ahead and stay there today. If not, we will go on to a full sun salutation. So, hands at heart center, circle them up. Notice your breath as you touch your thumb to your third eye, your chest, and then release to the floor. Inhale up into monkey. Your hands can also be on your shins or your thighs here. The goal is to have a straight back. And exhale, surrender to the pose. Inhale, step or hop back into plank. Inhale and then rock forward, and exhale, lowering ourselves down, coming up into cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale as you plaster your heart to the sky. Inhale as we come into downward facing dog, and exhale. Great. Bend your knees, look forward, step or hop your feet up to the top of your mat. Inhale into monkey. Exhale, forward fold. Shake your head yes, and shake your head no. And then shake your head yes one more time. Bending our knees, nice supported back. Inhale up to standing. Exhale, hands at heart center. One last sun salutation. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, monkey. Exhale, forward fold. Step or hop back to plank or modified plank. Lowering down. Inhale into cobra or upward facing dog. Exhaling into downward facing dog. Bend your knees, and let's step or hop forward. Inhale, monkey, exhale, forward fold. And then inhaling, arms up, exhaling, hands at heart center. Take 2 breaths to check in. Notice any tightness in your body, any maybe weaknesses, you're feeling stronger on one side than the other. Notice your breath. Keep breathing. I have to keep an eye on the camcorder because yesterday it turned off in the middle of my session. Okay, here we go. We're going to do a warrior series now. So let's start in standing, hands at heart center. Inhale, arms up, stretch your fingers wide. Exhale to the swan dive forward, the forward fold. And then let's bend our knees and step or hop back into plank or modified plank. Exhale, lowering down. Inhale, cobra or upward facing dog. Really spread your collarbones here. Exhaling, downward facing dog. Inhale, reach your right leg up, swing it forward between your hands. We're going to turn our back foot at a 45-degree angle, and we want to check to see that our front heel is either in line with our back heel or with the center of our back foot. Our front foot is pointing forward. Inhaling, arms come up. Exhale, sink into warrior one. We want to try and square our hips as much as possible to the front of the room. And we're pressing equally through all corners of both our feet. We feel nice and rooted here. Inhale, and let's open up into warrior two. Breathing here. You want to check to see that your knee is extended over your second toe. So you should be able to see your big toe in this pose. Again, you're pressing into all corners of both feet. We're strong warriors. Looking out over our front hand. Again, let's go into reverse warrior. So extend forward and then exhale, swooping your arm up. Your back hand can rest gently on your back leg, avoiding the knee. And you can't see my hand right now, it's out of the camera, but I'm looking up at my right hand, which is stretched as wide as I can get it. Good. Inhaling and exhaling and sinking a little bit deeper. On your next inhale, come back to warrior two. And then we're going to put our right elbow to our right knee or our right hand to the floor for extended side angle. So swoop your top arm up above. You want to check that you are not crunching down, you're not resting on this leg. Everything is engaged in here. So pull up through your waist, stretch long through your left side. And look up at that hand. Good. Inhale and come back to warrior two. Exhaling, extend your right leg. Reaching out over your right leg, we're going into triangle. So again, making sure there's nice open space right here. Then we're going to tilt into triangle. Your hand can be on your shin, can be on your ankle, on the floor. If you have a block, it can be on a block. And we're opening up wide, looking up at our top hand. With each inhale, try and extend longer. With each exhale, try and open wider. Good. On your next inhale, let's cartwheel our arms down, dropping our back knee into modified lunge. Inhaling, arms come up, open our hips a little bit. Exhaling, sinking further into the lunge. pulling all of our energy into our core right now for balance. So I'm focusing about 3 inches below my belly button right now. No, about 2 inches below my belly button. Good. Exhaling, hands come down on either side of your foot. Let's curl our back toes under and stretch back into downward facing dog. Let's take 2 long breaths here. You want to melt your heart towards your thighs. Bending our knees, looking up at our hands, step or hop. Just standing forward fold. Inhaling, bending our knees to support our backs. Inhale, up. Exhale, hands at heart center. I'm going to do the same series on the second side. Nice deep breath. Inhale, arms come up. Exhaling, folding forward. Inhaling, monkey. Exhaling, forward fold. Step or hop back to plank. Exhaling, chaturanga down. Inhaling, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhaling, downward facing dog. Lifting our left leg. We bring it forward between our hands, turning our back foot 45-degree angle. Engage your core and circle your arms up to warrior one. Breathing here, I'm going to turn to a different side so you can see from a different angle. Then opening up into warrior two. One of the tricks I do here is to get my hips in alignment, I let them go, let them stick back, and then I curl them under, and then I check to see that my waistline is flat. Good. Breathing here, pressing through all corners of your feet, opening your chest, keeping your shoulders on your back. Reverse warrior, we're going to extend forward and then swoop our arm up, resting our back hand on our leg. Breathing. On your next inhale, come back to warrior two. Resting your left elbow on your left knee or your left hand on the floor. Circle your arm overhead. Looking up at your top palm if that's an option. If not, looking at the floor in front of you. Just be a nice stretch through your right side. I feel it through my hip, through my leg, through my obliques. Lovely. Then inhaling back to warrior two. And then exhale to straighten our front leg, extending over. Turning into triangle. Inhale and exhale and open a little wider. I like to imagine I'm up against a wall. So I want to be as flat as possible. Your next inhale, circle your arms down to the floor. Let's press back into downward facing dog. Oh, we forgot lunge. Let's bring our left leg back forward, into lunge. Drop down. Inhaling, arms up. Breathing here, imagining the breath going into your right hip as you sink further. Pulling into your core, bringing our hands down, pressing back into downward facing dog. And let's go ahead and jump or step forward. Inhale, monkey. Exhale, forward fold. Stay here for a second. 2 breaths. Notice if your hamstrings feel like they've gotten longer during this practice as they warmed up. Inhaling, And exhaling, hands at heart center. We're going to do a few more hip openers. Okay, so let's inhale, hands come up. Exhale, swan dive forward, bending our knees to support our backs. Inhale, monkey. Exhale, forward fold. Step or hop back. Into plank, lowering down. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhaling, downward facing dog. Lifting our left leg straight up to the sky. I want you to stack your hips and drop that left foot behind you. You're going to look under your right armpit at your left foot. So this is a hip opener. You should feel it through your hip, your left hip. Breathing here. Coming back to forward. Keeping that left leg up. I want you to bring your left knee towards your forehead. So inhale. And exhale back. 2 more. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And then drop your shin to the mat into pigeon. In pigeon, we want our front leg as close to horizontal, to parallel, with the front of the mat as possible. If you have tight hips like me, that's not an option. So the goal here is to get my hips as square as I can, and to get a little bit deeper, I take my back toes and I pull my back leg back. And then I'm going to inhale up and exhale forward. You can be here, you can be on your elbows, or if it's an option for you, you can extend your arms in front and just breathe here. After a few breaths, you might feel that you're able to push back through your hands. This will give you a deeper stretch. Take 2 breaths here. Good. Go ahead and press back into downward facing dog. And I want you to hold that for 2 breaths while I check the camera. Okay, I'm going to switch sides so you can see from a different angle. Here we go. So downward facing dog, let's lift our right leg up. And we're going to open it as we stack our hips, looking under our left armpit. Pressing equally through both hands. Coming back to forward. Inhale, bring your knee to your forehead. Exhale back. Inhale, knee to forehead. Exhale back. And inhale, knee to forehead. Placing our shin on the mat. Pigeon second side. Squaring off our hips. Inhale up. And exhaling, coming forward. Relax here. Good. Okay, we're going to come back up and press into downward facing dog. 2 breaths here. Okay, go ahead and step or hop into standing forward fold. Inhale, monkey. Exhale, fold. Inhale, swooping our arms up to standing. Exhale, hands at heart center. We're going to do 1 balancing pose before we go down to the floor. So, I want you to start on your left side, spread your left toes as wide as you can, placing them on the floor, rooting through your left side, extending up through your upper body. Take your right foot to your ankle, your shin, or your calf, or your inner thigh. Let's press our inner, let me scoot back a tad so you can see me, pressing our foot into our thigh and our thigh into our foot, so it's isometric. movement here. Pulling up through our center. Let's inhale, arms up. Picking a spot to gaze at on the floor in front of us. It's called our dristi, our gaze. If you want, you can blow in the wind. Let's bring our hands to heart center, and for a challenge, if you'd like to, you can rise onto your toes slowly. Good. And then exhale, come down and release. Shake out your foot, your leg. Let's do second side. Spreading our toes wide, yogi toes. Rooting through our leg, pulling up through our side. Foot to ankle, calf or thigh. Pushing our foot into our thigh into our foot, and pulling your knee back to open up the hip. Let's inhale, arms up. Let your tree sway in the wind if you'd like. We can try and rise onto our toes, focusing on that spot in front of us, our dristi. Good, and lowering down and release your leg. You probably noticed the difference between your left and right side. It's okay, just notice and let it go. Okay, let's go ahead and gently come down to the floor. Pulling the flesh out from our sit bones. Extend your left leg. Put your right leg over. You can leave your left leg extended with your foot flexed and engaged towards the ceiling, or you can bring it back like so. Sitting up tall, we're going to do a gentle twist. So taking our taking our left elbow over our knee. We're going to gently twist. On the exhale, you twist a little bit deeper. On the inhale, you extend longer. Looking over our back shoulder. Good, let's twist gently to the opposite side. Twisting keeps our spine young and it gets toxins out of our organs. It's like you're wringing out a towel. It's a good thing. All right, let's switch our legs. So extending our right leg forward, putting our left leg over top, leaving our front leg here, or bringing it back. Extend long and twist to the opposite side. Looking over our shoulder. Exhaling and twisting a little deeper maybe. Good. Inhale, come back to neutral. And then let's gently twist to the opposite side. Great. Okay, let's come into final relaxation. So, this is one of the most important parts of the yoga practice. It's good for muscle memory. So, it's kind of like taking all the work you just did and letting your body receive the benefits of it. So, don't skip it. So, let's lay down on our backs. If it's more comfortable for you to put your feet on the floor with bent knees, do so. You might even want to put your feet together and open your knees up like this. Or you can just be laying out like this. Whatever position you're in, we want to relax every muscle in our body. So, starting with our toes, we let them fall out to the side. Release your ankles and your calves, your knees. Let your thighs melt into the floor, your hips. Let your stomach melt. Your chest and your shoulders, your arms and your fingers. Let go of tension in your neck. And then your face. Let's tighten our face. So I want you to squeeze your face as tight as you can. And then let it go. and just laying here. You can stay in final relaxation for as long as you like. I would recommend at least 5 minutes. And I had a wonderful time guiding you today, and I hope to see you next time on Mornings with MJ. Namaste.